Hey guys, it is Friday, July 5th, 2024, and I'm back with some more free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and adventures. All right, guys, we are in the month of July, and the theme for the month of July is compressors. And also, because we're in the summer months, like I always do, we are doing the summer of free VST instruments / synths. So we'll be checking out some of that also. So let's jump right into it. The free plugins for today, compressors, are as follows. So first up here, we have OTT, which is an oldie but goodie. So OTT stands for over the top. It is a multi-band compressor. It was inspired by a preset within Ableton Live, and many companies have decided to make plugins versions of it. So the first and the most popular one is OTT from X for Records. They decided to make it a VST plugin. So it has, like I said, multi-band, and then you have your depth knob, time knob, in and out. The cool thing about this is it does upwards and downward compression. So when you first put it on, just the default setting is, as it says, over the top. It's gonna bring and breathe total new life into whatever sound you put it on immediately. You can dial it back with the depth knob, and also you can pull it back to have it just do upwards compression or downward compression, or just dial in the different levels of upward and downward compression. So it goes all the way up to 200 for upward or downward compression, and we have the depth, which is kind of like a mix wet dry knob, and we have input output gain knobs so you can level match. So it's very flexible. They updated the interface probably like a year and a half ago. It is resizable, and it's good to see that they're still updating and keeping this plugin modern as far as just compatibility, VST3, those type of things, and the easily resizable interface. But this is a staple that you should definitely have in your producer tool belt. So that's OTT. So speaking of OTT, now we have Cram It from Sixth Sample. That's the name of the developer, and it is an iteration, kind of like a spin-off of OTT. So it is inspired heavily by OTT. So once again, we have a multi-band compressor. This one adds some more added features with distortion on the input and on the output level of the plugin. So we still have with upward and downward compression. It is multi-band. We have in and out knob mix, and then they have some modulation here. That's why you have the speed and depth knob, and you have different types of distortion. They said 7 types of distortion, and it's very interesting. I use it a lot. Definitely I use it a lot on my vocals to really mangle and create some vox with some distortion and stuff with the drive and the amount knob. So it is very interesting because it adds the wave shaping distortion at the beginning and at the end of the signal. There are 10 factory presets. The interface is resizable, Mac and PC compatible, all that good stuff. So definitely check it out. The link is in the description. So next up we have Klanghelm. This compressor looks very simple right off the bat when you just look at it, but it's actually more complex than it looks. The interface is pretty easy to jump into. You just dial up the input, and the more you drive the input in is the more compression you're going to get. Down here is where the magic happens, where they have these modes: deep, relax, dual mono, and negative. that's gonna cause the plugin to react different algorithms on how it compresses. That will affect the attack time, the release time, and how sensitive it is to the threshold, which is pretty much baked into this input knob. So dialing up this input knob, you're dialing in threshold and ratio at the same time. And then these algorithmic modes will kind of vary how those things are happening. Attack time, release time, all that good stuff. The manual is there, so definitely check out the manual. It'll explain the depth and the complexity of what deep means, relaxed means, what dual mono means, and what negative means. The interface up here, we have mix, wet, dry right here. You can just click and drag to the left or right to change that number. And we can switch whether we're looking at gain reduction on this meter or we're just looking at the output. And there's an output knob for you to gain match and do gain reduction compensation if you want to. So that is Klanghelm's DC1A3. That's the name of the plugin, DC1A, and this is version 3. Next up, we have Molotov from Tokyo Dawn Records. So this one, I really like this one. It has a lot of character to it. It is not a clean compressor. A lot of character to it. The interface is pretty straightforward. This is from the same company that makes Nova and also Kotelnikov, which I spoke about in the last video. So interface is pretty similar. The features are pretty similar. When you go into the cog settings icon, that's where the resize options are. They have preset resize scales, and they have precision modes where it can be a little bit more eco-friendly, or it can be as CPU hungry as it needs to be. But we have the basic knobs here: threshold, attack, release. We have makeup gain. We have the ratio. We have your gain reduction meter here. There's a bypass, there's a delta button, and you can adjust the output gain here. There are knee settings. Where the magic happens is this dial right here. This is the alpha, beta, sigma modes, and that will kind of change the characteristic of the compressor and how it operates. Based on what I read, it kind of affects how it's dealing with the attack of the signal. So you could check out the manual for all the details about that. So that is Molotov. It's definitely a good compressor. I use it a lot on vocals, but you can use it on whatever signal you want. So now we're moving on to the 2 synths for today for the summer of free synths and instruments. So first up, we got Vital. This is a monster of a synth, and the next one that we have is competing heavily with it. I don't know which one's better. They're both amazing. So Vital is from the developer Matt Titel, and it is a fully functional synth. So if you're into synthesizers and really dialing in your own sound from scratch, or if you just want a synthesizer with a ton of presets, you want to definitely check out Vital from Matt Titel. There are thousands of free presets online, so the free version that you get from the website will give you about 70 something presets, but there are so many free presets on the web. You do a search and you'll find tons of different free presets for various amount of genres, various styles of genres, based on the different sounds you're looking for. So from pads to drones to keys to heavy, big, bombastic synth sounds, weird sound effects, even just straight up drum sounds. You'll have all types of presets you can find online for this one. It's very fully featured. 3 oscillators, sub oscillator. There's a whole effect section. The routing is second to none. Very visual, very drag and drop with the routing and the modulating. It is very full featured. There are tons of tutorials online if you want to really get into the nuts and bolts of synthesizing with this software from scratch, or you just grab presets. I always get a lot of great drum basses out of this, synths, and also just nice keyboard chord sounds. Very unique, very versatile, very updated, modern interface. It's resizable, everything you pretty much need. MPE support, very, very, very modern, up-to-date synth. So next up, the rival to this is Surge XT. They are neck and neck. They look different, but they're pretty neck and neck. Surge is another monster synth. A lot of presets that comes with it, and there are a lot of other third-party presets you can find online. This one, pretty much like Vital, very fully functioning synth. And if you're looking for presets, if you're looking for tutorials, I should say, about how to utilize this, if you're into synthesized sounds and building your own sounds, and you want to get used to the interface and learn how to use it, there's a ton of tutorials online. But it comes with a lot of presets. With this one, the presets are in categories. Same thing with Vital. Everything is neatly set up in categories, and you can favorite them and all that good stuff. This has its effects section, oscillator section, it has routing. It's pretty much the same thing. They give you different skins with this. There's a link that I put here that'll show you even more skins, but here's another skin. And the support on this is amazing. They have VST 3, it has clap versions, they have MPE support, it does Mac, Linux, and PC. So it's just fully functional, very user-friendly interface, very modern. They're keeping it up to date. Development is constantly going on with this one, so definitely check it out, add it to your arsenal. So that is it for the video, guys. Check out all those plugins. The link is in the description. It'll take you to this blog page, and you'll see all the info here, the different links that you can click on to take you to the various download pages and options. So also check out the link in the description for a video series that I did on PC specs and how it relates to music production. If you're looking to understand how your computer and its internal parts work with your DAW to help you produce music, check out that video series. It'll give you some insight. If you're looking to upgrade, if you're looking to buy a new rig, you'll know where to put your money, what you need to get, what you need to pay attention to. Do I need a better CPU? What do I need in a CPU? Do I need more cores? Do I need more performance per core? Tensor cores, high performance cores, GPU. Why do I need a GPU to do music? Why is that important? All that good stuff. Sound card, audio interface, all that. So it'll go through those things. RAM, let you know what's important, why do you need more RAM, and how RAM affects what you're doing. So definitely check out that series. I'm looking to update it soon, but it's pretty good right now for you to get the information that you need to learn more about how those things work together to help you produce music. Also, there's a growing playlist for these videos if you're looking for more free music production applications and plugins. So check out the link in the description, guys. I might do a video tomorrow, I'm not sure. If not, I'll be back next week to continue the month of free compressors and also our summer months of free instruments and synth. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, you will see me in the next video.